Today we begin a new week and a new discipline, and we're going to be talking about the discipline of study. And our scripture today is from Proverbs, from chapter 1, verses 1 through 9, and chapter 23, verses 12 through 23. Listen to what Proverbs has to say. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for learning about wisdom and instruction, for understanding words of insight, for gaining instruction in wise dealing, righteousness, justice, and equity, to teach shrewdness to the simple, knowledge and prudence to the young. Let the wise also hear and gain in learning, and the discerning acquire skill, to understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Hear, my child, your father's instruction, and do not reject your mother's teaching, for they are a fair garland for your head and pendants for your neck. And then from chapter 23, apply your mind to instruction and apply your ear to words of knowledge. Buy truth and do not sell it. Buy wisdom, instruction, and understanding. As we begin this week to talk about the discipline of study, I want to focus especially today on the importance of reading. My sermon today is titled, "What Are You Putting in Your Head?" Because what we put in our head, what we think about, what we learn about, what we study, greatly impacts the entire rest of our life. And Proverbs encourages us to pursue wisdom and knowledge with great diligence. And part of how we do that is through continual study. And reading is a big part of that. You know, people don't read like they used to. The advent of first radio, then television, and now the internet and video games has really cut into the time that people take to read and to study. And in Proverbs, one of the things we realize is not only are we to diligently pursue wisdom, but it takes effort. And there's a difference between knowledge, which is simply information, and wisdom, which is knowledge applied to life. And part of how we grow in wisdom is through a systematic and disciplined course of study throughout our life, as we seek to love the Lord our God, as Jesus says, not just with all our heart and soul and strength, but with all our mind. Happy reading.